7 cars non-car guys love. What's up, guys? If you're a real car enthusiast, hang around with people with common interests, follow social media accounts that are car-related, and you thoroughly enjoy your hobby, it's very hard to understand that there are guys out there that don't care about cars. Yeah, we don't understand them either, but apparently there is quite a large percentage of the population that think of cars as just a point A to point B transportation device and nothing more. However, even those people smile when they see interesting cars on the streets. Here are 7 cars that even non-car guys love and find interesting. Number 1. The Mini Cooper Mark I. Regardless of your level of automotive knowledge and interest, a classic Mini Cooper or Cooper S is always a welcome sight to see. Simply put, the Cooper Mark I always stands apart in modern traffic with its tiny dimensions and classic details like the chrome grille. Quite often, owners dress up their Coopers with wide alloy wheels, racing or patriotic graphic designs on the roof, or white stripes on the hood, which symbolizes the Mini's fantastic racing history and heritage. Even if you're not a car person, you'll understand that this tiny car represents a gigantic achievement in the motoring industry as a model which revolutionized its class by presenting transversal engine and front-wheel drive in a mass-produced vehicle. Today, almost 60 years later, all compact cars have this layout. All of this is enough to get the attention of any passerby. Number 2. Aston Martin V8 Vantage. Most hardcore car enthusiasts were born in times when seeing a Ferrari was an event and a cherished memory, but we now live in a world where expensive cars are a daily occurrence. If you live in any of the world's major cities, seeing exotic cars is nothing new or special. However, seeing an Aston Martin is still kind of special, regardless of the model. The famous British brand possesses certain mystic and charm, which is rare to see on any production model, so it often gets the attention of non-car guys. Interestingly enough, non-car people notice even the cheapest Aston Martin V8 Vantage, which is also the most common model. Introduced in 2005 and produced until 2017, the V8 Vantage and all of its variants have been made in more than 10,000 examples, which is an enormous number for Aston Martin standards. This also means that early second-hand examples can be had for the price of a new, well-equipped family minivan. For non-car guys, owning an Aston V8 is proof that you're rich, even though their family minivan could be more expensive. Number 3. The classic American full-size sedan. For people growing up watching American crime movies and TV shows, there is no better visualization of a car chase than 2 enormous sedans with roaring V8 engines and squealing tires powering through the intersections. It is car action at its purest, so seeing a classic American car on the street is always an interesting occurrence, even if you do live in the United States. The modern street decor consists of generic economy compacts and SUVs, making cars from the classic period of the American car industry almost extinct. Every time a classic Cadillac, Lincoln, or a Buick graces the streets of your city with its enormous size or chrome fenders, it is a sight to behold. Just sit back and watch as non-car people rush to take pictures. Number 4. Volkswagen Beetle. Of course, we're talking about the classic one, since the new Beetle is a pretty ordinary car which isn't that interesting to anybody. The old VW Beetle, however, which was introduced in the late 1930s and discontinued in 2003 after almost 22 million examples sold, is one of the favorite cars of non-car people. They simply adore it for its curvy lines, unique shape, and characteristic flat-4 engine sound. The main reason that non-car guys like the classic Volkswagen Beetle is they didn't drive it, and they don't know how slow, uncomfortable, noisy, and inefficient it is. The Volkswagen Beetle may have made some sense in the 50s as an economy family car, or in the 60s as a fashion statement of the hippie generation, but that was it, to be honest. Number 5. Ford Mustang. Even though the Mustang has been produced in over 9 million examples in 6 distinctive generations, and it's Ford's best-known brand in history, it still generates attention even from non-car guys. The reason is pretty simple. The Ford Mustang is the epitome of car coolness, and it always was a fantastic car and a symbol of muscle car culture. Even if you were living under a rock, you probably saw the Mustang in movies, music videos, or magazines, so the image of the car and its name is deeply planted in the consciousness of every modern car person. Cars like the Mustang are transcending the limits of being just a transportation device. They became cultural icons and recognizable images of modern society. That's why all non-car guys know and love the Ford Mustang. Number 6. Lotus Elise. Most car experts know that exotic supercars are highly impractical in daily life, some of them being almost unusable as everyday transport. That is certainly true for the Lotus Elise, a mid-level sports car with an appearance similar to cars 10 times its price. The Elise is perfect for the racetrack and tight back roads thanks to its low-slung and supercar-like design. Little do most non-car people know, however, the Elise can actually be had for the same price as a new VW Golf. Its exotic appearance and lightweight fiberglass construction mean that it's sure to turn pretty much every head as you drive past. It's just as well that the Elise's driving experience matches its stunning looks, which it certainly does. Number 7. Off-road vehicles. In the last few decades, the car industry took the off-road SUV concept and turned it into a marketing image for suburban customers, selling them lifted-up wagons with front-wheel drive and comfortable interiors. All of a sudden, the market was flooded with cars looking like they could cross the Sahara, but in fact barely being able to get off the tarmac. That is why true off-road vehicles are actually quite rare today, and there are just a few available to customers. The Jeep Wrangler, the Mercedes G-Class, or the recently discontinued Land Rover Defender. Non-car guys often respect real off-roaders, simply down to their square looks, no-nonsense exterior, all-terrain tires, and muddy fenders. The real off-road vehicle has the allure of adventure, which is appealing to most people, even those without cars. These vehicles look like they're ready for an expedition to the farthest corners of the earth, which will likely command you respect on the road. So there you are, 7 cars and car types that non-car people love. Which cars did I forget? Let me know in the comments below. I try to reply to everyone commenting in the first 3 hours. Cheers!